Hey everyone, wait, what? I thought your series was about when children struggle. My name is Christine Gills from Fit Balanced Coaching, and I have had an overwhelming, amazingly positive response from the last blog series, the current blog series that I've been working on. I'm talking about when children struggle, whether it's with academics, behavior, in home, at school, kind of a cross between the two. Of course, my battery is saying that it's low, but we'll see how it goes. And just kind of the things that we can do as parents to kind of alleviate some of their stress and anxiety, what sorts of things we can kind of put in place for them to help them find some success at school. But I've been receiving messages from people just kind of sort of thanking me for being open and honest and some of the things that they're experiencing and some of the underlying, threads of thoughts that people kind of keep bringing up. There's commonalities that exist among parents. Number one, on the forefront, I find that we're defensive, right? Because we're mama bear or papa bear, we want to protect our kids, rightfully so. So our first line of defense is to be protective and to get the claws out and to be really protective of our children, which is not wrong. But what I'm noticing from the conversations that I'm having from people is that we have an incredible amount of stress in our lives. And the biggest stress that keeps coming up from everybody is kind of sacrifice and what we've had to do and what we've had to sacrifice to have kids. So I thought I would kind of shift gears a little bit and talk about some of the stressors of being parents and how it's important for us to, kind of peel back the layers of who we are. And that it's okay to put yourself first. And it's okay to, number one, protect your kids. Number two, it's okay to let them be kids. And it's okay for other people to have opinions of what you're doing as a parent. But it's really okay for you to go, you know what? I'm doing me. I'm doing me as a parent. I'm doing me as a spouse. I'm doing me as a mom, as a dad. I'm a sister, as a friend. I'm just trying to make this successful, whatever it is that you're doing. And so we have to sacrifice things like our time and our money and our freedom and our sleep and our relationships and so many things that once were one way that tend to change and evolve as our kids are babies and toddlers and entering school. And I know that right now the stress that I have with 3 kids in elementary school, I'm going to a junior high meeting tonight. I can tell you right now that stress is going to go through the roof when we enter in the next 3 years of 4 years, 5 years into, junior high and high school. But here's the thing, right? We don't want to rush that. We don't want to kind of lament over what infancy was for our kids and what what the toddler life was for them and how it's hard, because every stage of their development is hard. But every time along the way, yes, it's hard no matter where our kids are, but it always has to come back to, what are you doing to combat that stress? And what sorts of things are you looking at in the different ways that you can look at meditation and healthy eating and exercise and surrounding yourself with positive people, all things that we talked about yesterday. And if you didn't catch it, just head back to my earlier live or my earlier blog at fitbalancedcoaching.com. And we're just talking about some of the things that we can do just to be healthy and happy. Like, I'm not talking number on scale. I'm not talking about this program versus that program. I'm not talking about, a six-pack and this size waist, like none of that. Just being grounded and healthy and happy so that our children get the best of us. Because I don't know about you, but when I start to feel stress come on, I've gotten a lot better. I've done a lot of personal development. I've done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of internalizing, because, well, guess what? Personal development, you guys, you can have stacks of books up the wazoo, but personal development is only personal development if it changes you personally, right? If you develop and grow and change who you are, how you react, the people that you engage in, how you engage with them, the conversations that you have, the attitude that you carry on in your life. If you're stuck, if you're feeling stuck, and that's playing a role in how you engage with your children, it can get ugly, right? It can get explosive, and then you feel guilty for getting so angry over the smallest things. And nothing feels worse than maybe sending your kids off to school in the morning after kind of a rushed morning, or getting home from work, having stress up the wazoo from work, and then having to deal with other stressors that come up, whether it's the crunch time at supper time, or you have meetings, we got to find a babysitter, like just things that can come up can add stress to your life. But if you're so used to blowing up and getting angry, then you're always going to have that stress in your life. And those levels, right? Those levels of serotonin that are being released, those happy hormones, they're kind of being diminished, and that cortisol that's being released and kind of sticking around is not adding healthy experiences to our life. It's actually adding unhealthy experiences in our life, like storing things as fat and decreasing our energy levels and restricts our blood flow and increases inflammation. Like, those are all real things, regardless of whether or not you're doing exercise. It's how we're working to combat stress. So the next couple of days, I'm just going to talk about what our struggles are, right? It's okay to put us first. It's okay to have busy lives and to have lots of activities going on and to keep our kids busy and do whatever it is that makes you happy as a parent, because we can go back and forth on that. There's some people who I'm going to have my freedom and my kids don't need to be in activities. And when I was your age, like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what we do as parents. It doesn't matter what I do versus somebody else. It doesn't matter what you do and what you judge me for doing and I judge you for doing. None of that matters. What matters is that we're healthy and we're happy and that we are here for our kids, because that's what we want to do, right? We don't just want to be mom bear and protective and knowing that comes near them, that everyone that comes near them, we have to be, claws out and ready for an argument. We have to be healthy and happy so that we can give to people in our life, because I truly believe that giving to others is a purpose in life. And so when you start to look after your stress and the relationships that you have, you can then start to pay that forward to other people in holding doors for people and smiling at people and just having happy conversations with people. So I know you struggle just as much as I do. I would love some hearts if you struggle as a parent. I'd love some little tidbits down below of what you struggle with. And you know what? Messaging me, lots of people have messaged me and lots of people have emailed me, fitbalancedcoaching@gmail.com. And great conversations are going on. And I find that blogging is so amazing because your blog series can kind of take a detour depending on what your readers talk to you about. So have a great night. I went to a junior high meeting. I can't even believe it. Have a great night. I hope that your week is trucking along awesome. It's just about Friday. See ya.